And yeah, the runners and riders for trial number one on Top Moongate Light to be written by pre-apprentice J. Ikram, Kim Emperor, Waver and Chia, Release the Spirit, Lala D'Souza, Super Baby, Mark Lerner, Shang-Chi, Shikekao. So filler 5 for trial number one. So all the 5 runners are behind the barrier for trial number 1. Shang-Chi Kim Emperor, Moongate Light, donning the blindfold, is going for a lameness test. Moongate Light. In fact, trainer Richard Lyons, he has 4 runners in the field of 5. So Moongate Light is the first one to walk forward. For young Ikram, he goes in quietly. Release the Spirit, going for Pacifier's test. Is the next runner, comes forward for Lailai D'Souza. You're 2 in, 3 more to go. Shang-Chi, Kim Emperor, and Super Baby. Super Baby is the highest, or is the 65 in ratings. The highest in the rating is Shang-Chi. So waiting for Super Baby. He goes in for Mark Lerner. The last 2 will be Shang-Chi and Kim Emperor. Kim Emperor is rated 56. It's going for starting stall test. Kim Emperor for Waving Chia. Walks straight in. And the last one, Shang-Chi, completes the 5 horse lineup for trial number 1. Stand by. They're off and trialing. Hello, Super Baby missed the start by a couple of lengths. Kim Emperor won the start, followed by Release the Spirit. Moongate Light parked up nice and handy in a 3rd spot. 4th comes Shang-Chi, and Super Baby made up ground to join the group. Passing the 700 meter mark, and Kim Emperor could survive by 2 in front of Moongate Light along the inside. On the outside of him is Release the Spirit. Shang-Chi over the outside is taking off, and Super Baby just last. 5 lengths separating first to last, entering the home straight. And Kim Emperor, first one for home. Moongate Light along the inside, making up ground. Then came Shang-Chi on the tight hole. Release the Spirit. Then came Super Baby. 250 meter mark. Kim Emperor still holding that slim lead. Super Baby is now gaining ground along the inside. Kim Emperor kicked another gear for Wavenchia, and is running it generously and to score trial number 1. So Kim Emperor over Super Baby. Shang-Chi 3rd, never fully tested. 4th game Release the Spirit, and last clocked in was Moongate Light. So Kim Emperor scores a pillar to post victory for Wavenchia. Quite a nice horse, Kim Emperor, and he's definitely one to watch in his debut start. 2nd was Super Baby. 3rd, Shang-Chi, who wasn't fully tested throughout the journey, ran a good 3rd. 4th was Release the Spirit, and last clocked in was Moongate Light. So I repeat the placings for trial number 1. Kim Emperor on top beats Super Baby. Shang-Chi, Release the Spirit, and Moongate Light. So that concludes trial number 1. And here are the runners and riders for trial number 2. On top, Benbow with Akmal Zani, Steel Cutter with Young Shazmin, Star Express, M. Zul Hilmi, Limitless Pier, J. Daniel, Storm Pegasus, Azizi, and Pacific Gold, Oscar Chavez. So the last two just arrived by Pacific Gold and Benbow. Meanwhile, the track is rated yielding here at Sungai Besi racetrack. And this week we'll be having a double header with 11 and 12 races on the program. So trial 2 we have a fill of 6. And interesting to watch Pacific Gold with Oscar Chavez. He refused to gallop in his recent test. David Koch trained the PITT Gold, or rather Pacific Gold. So light is flashing and it's Start is up for trial number 2, Steel Cutter. The first one to walk in the season campaign, Steel Cutter. It's going for a test, a poor performance. Next is Star Express. For young Zulhilmi, Star Express gets in. Waiting for Limitless Spear. It's going for Limner's Test. He goes in. Storm Pegasus, Azizi. It's going for Blinker Stance, Storm Pegasus. He goes in quietly. The last two will be Benbow and Pacific Gold. Oscar Chavez on Batsman holiday here at Sungai Besi racetrack, and Benbow completes the 6-horse lineup for trial number 2, ready to go, stand by. The flag is up, they're off and trolling, and it's again Pacific Gold. Refused to jump, and he jumped well but refused to gallop. On settling down, Benbow jumped past Storm Pegasus, showing good speed with the blinkers on. So Storm Pegasus over Benbow, 30s along the outside, Steel Cutter, fourth comes Limitless Spear, and just last is Star Express. 6 lengths separating first to last. It's a mail train passing the 500 meter mark, and Storm Pegasus shows the way by length and a half. One Benbow closing in a gap of 3 lengths away to Steel Cutter, Limitless Spear. And last of all is Star Express approaching the 350 meter mark, and Storm Pegasus is going straight as an arrow with the blinkers on for the first time. Over the outside is Benbow closing in, 30 Steel Cutter, Limitless Spear, and Star Express. 125 to go, and Storm Pegasus is still in front and is not going to surrender that late, and is all the way victory for Storm Pegasus with the blinkers on. Second Benbow, a long third came Limitless Spear or Steel Cutter, and last to clocked in was Star Express. Storm Pegasus impressive with the blinkers on for the first time. He led from start to finish. For young Azizi, so Pacific Gold with a similar manner. He jumped but refused to gallop with the rest. So Storm Pegasus, Benbow second, the long third was Steel Cutter. Limitless Spear was fourth, and last to clocked in was Star Express. So Storm Pegasus on top, Benbow second, Steel Cutter third, Limitless Spear fourth, and last was Star Express. That concludes trial number 2. Stand by for the runners and riders for trial number 3. And here the runners and riders for trial number 3. On top, Slanger Brown, going for Blinker Pacifier stance with apprentice G. Farhan. Storm Titan, newcomer, going for ORT test as Uze. Emperor Rich, Blinker stance with R. Shafiq. Bingo Master with apprentice M. Akmazani. And Wait You Know, Mark Lerner, going for Blinker Specifiers test. So fill of 5 for trial number 3. So fill of 5 behind the barrier for trial number 3. This will be the final jump on the turf. We have Bingo Master, the first one to arrive, followed by Wait You Know, Mark Lerner for Joseph Flack. Emperor Rich going for Blinkers test, R. Shafiq. Storm Titan going for ORT 10 says Jose. Slanger Brown going for Blinker Specifiers test. and a bingo master. So starters up for trial number 3. Starters up. The track is rated yielding here at Sungei. There's the first runner, comes forward, Selangor Brown, who's going for blinker specifier stance for young Farhan in the saddle. He goes straight in. Next will be Storm Titan from the yard of Richard Lim Uzi, checking his ORT test. Got 2 in, 3 more to go for third trial. This a beautiful morning here at Sungei. A bingo star trotting up for Akmal Zani. Bingo master, he goes straight in. He's going for Limner's test. Then the last 2 will be Wait You Know, Mark Lerner and Emperor Rich. Emperor Rich, Arshafiq, going for newcomer, going for blinkers test. Emperor Rich gets in. And the last one will be Wait You Know. So 2 horses entered for this week. Wait You Know and Selangor Brown. Wait You Know connects with the rest. Philip Pfeiffer ready to jump for trial number 3. They're off and trolling. It was a beautiful start. In the middle, one jumped past was the newcomer Storm Titan, showing good speed along the inside. His Emperor Rich is going after him to join for the early lead. Travelling third, Selangor Brown. Then came Wait You Know, and just last is Bingo Master. 6 lengths separating first to last, and Storm Titan opened up a length and a half on Emperor Rich, travelling second. 2 lengths away third is Selangor Brown, moving up with a gap of 5 lengths away to Bingo Master, and last of all is Wait You Know, approaching the top of the straight, and Storm Titan. He kicks clear by 3. Emperor Rich start to do the chasing. Over the outside is Selangor Brown, then came Bingo Master, and Wait You Know is last of all. 250 meter mark, and Storm Titan is still in front. Over the outside, Selangor Brown is finishing on strongly along with Bingo Master. Storm Titan is still in front with 50 meters to go, and it's all over. Storm Titan, Asuze all the way victory. Second was Selangor Brown. Third was the Bingo Master. Wait You Know flew home for fourth. A good effort there. Keep an eye on him. And last was Emperor Rich. So another runner scores here. Start to finish. Storm Titan all the way victory. Second was Selangor Brown, showed some threat. The third was the Bingo Master, and the fourth horse to watch here, Wait You Know. He wasn't fully tested, and towards the end he showed some good speed. Mark Lerner, Wait You Know. The blinker specifiers test. And last to clocked in was Emperor Rich. So Storm Titan on top beats Selangor Brown. Third was Bingo Master. Wait You Know fourth, and last was Emperor Rich. That concludes trial number 3, and we will be switching to the sand track. Sand track, we have a field of 7. And yeah, the runners and riders for the final jump. Trial number 4 on the Centrac on top, Pacific Soldier, to be written by Clyde Lack, Jewel 61, Oscar Chavez, Stealth 61, Zed Chiral, Castello Azizi, Silver Samurai with the M. Ektihar, Big Hearted, LD Silva, and Cavalry Mark Lerner. So fill up 7 for the final jump. You're at Sungai Besi. Start us up for trial number 4. Jewel 61 was the first one to walk in. The next one coming up is Castello. The fill of 7 for the final jump on the sand track. The Silver Samurai being led forward. The senior track rider M. Ektihar. Pacific Soldier with next runner, donning the blindfold. Pacific Soldier. Strong pole position. 3 more to go. Yeah, Big Hearted. It's formerly trained by Frankie Maynard. Is now with Jason Ong. Big Hearted. The last two will be Stealth 61 and Cavalry. Mark Lerner. Stealth 61 comes forward for Zed Carroll. And the last one will be Cavalry for Mark Lerner. Completes the 7-horse lineup for the final jump on the sand track. They're off and trialing. Pacific Soldier along with Jewel 61 stumbled and lost a bit of ground on settling down. Stealth 61 won the start, followed by Castello. Silver Samurai over the outside is pressing forward with a long gap away. Fourth comes Big Hearted. Over the outside is Cavalry. With a gap of 4 lengths away comes Pacific Soldier, and similar margin loss is Jewel 61 clearing the 600-meter mark, and Silver Samurai is in front by a length and a half. Along the inside is Stealth 61. Third comes Castello in a close attendance with a gap away to Pacific Soldier. Then came Big Hearted. Along the inside it's Jewel 61 and Cavalry, 250-meter mark, and along the inside Stealth 61 grabs solid under the vigorous riding of Zed Carroll. Over the outside is Silver Samurai is enjoying a run. Then came Castello. Along the inside is Stealth 61 is still holding on. Castello over the outside flashing, but Stealth 61 wins trial number 4, beating Castello. Close up third was Silver Samurai. Long fourth was Big Hearted. Then came Cavalry, Pacific Soldier, and last was Jewel 61. So 1 or 2 horses, they stumbled a bit on jumping. Jewel 61 and the other one I think a Big Hearted. So let's watch the replay once again. So but no question about the winner here. Stealth 61 will be making his debut start. It's hard ridden by Zed Carroll. Castello just took it easy. He finished second. Silver Samurai third. So Stealth 61, Castello, Silver Samurai, the long fourth, maybe Big Hearted. Yes, Big Hearted finished fourth. The fifth was Cavalry. Pacific Soldier finished sixth. And last was Jewel 61. So I repeat placings for the final jump here at Sungai. Stealth 61 on top, beats Castello. Silver Samurai third. Fourth was Big Hearted. Cavalry fifth. Sixth was Pacific Soldier. And last was Jewel 61. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 4 trials here at Sungai Racetrack. This is Bob Tanner wishing you all the best for this weekend's races. Thank you for joining, and take care and bye-bye.